We got the media team in here. We're the media
team. We got content. TV's in the go. We got TV in the go, Wack.
You looking for that fire Clubhouse content? Well, you need to subscribe to the home. Hey, yo, Clubhouse TV. Let's get to the content.
That's a good one.
Spin the block.
Every time I call Wack, I'm always thinking this. Hey, yo, bro. That's how Wack gets to the phone. Wack!
What up?
I'm on stream. I'm on stream warning.
What's the word?
Yeah, we just listened to the Bricc baby calling.
Bro, look, Act, what I've been telling you, bro. You don't listen.
Is Bricc working or not?
Oh, Bricc was definitely working. I mean, that's you ain't running around here 21 months with 4 sets of cases and no court date.
Was he talking about you on this thing?
Talking about who?
So I think he was talking about 600 for sure, because he said a light.
What do you mean?
It's on his thing. He's like this light-skinned dude with a badge or whatever the case is, and he basically was just like, "Yo, people are saying that." He said people are saying that I'm a snitch. Basically,
no, the paperwork says he's a snitch.
Well, yeah, I don't know if you're right, but
did you read the paperwork?
No. Okay. Explain the paperwork.
Okay, don't tell me, nigga, no head. You didn't read the paperwork?
Okay, I did read the paperwork, but he explained it.
Did you read it?
Yes, he explained it though.
No, you can't explain it. No, there's no explaining that. See, this is how this works. And this is why I hate a lot of you. To make up shit on me that ain't printed nowhere and ride with it. But it'll be printed right in front of your face and you let tell you that ain't what you read. See, listen, all you gotta do is read what he's reading. Talking to his mom or his big, read it. All you gotta do is read it. Don't none of that got nothing to do with no child custody or none of that shit. When you talking to your people and you don't know your phone is wired, right? Let me tell you who gonna know you cooperate. Your woman gonna know you cooperate. She gonna know what's going on with you, right? So you're not gonna hide nothing from her.
He said he was talking about a custody battle though. Like
no. Do you see anywhere in there where there's ever a custody battle?
Well, the cops.
No, said what? I'm tired of doing what the police tell me to do. See, when you're doing a custody battle act, the police don't tell you to do shit. The courts tell you what to do. Let's get it right.
That's true.
Courts, police, 2 different entities.
Yeah, but street niggas might call the courts police.
No, we don't. Nothing about that conversation has anything to do with a custody battle. But y'all let dudes spit in y'all. But guess what? If my name was tied to that same statement, what would they be saying?
You're right about it. But let me ask you this question, though, Wack.
There's no but, bro.
No, there is a but.
There's no but. It's no but.
Okay.
If you show me anywhere in them documents where custody battle is mentioned, anywhere, you got me.
Hold on, but Wack. All right. So I'm hearing what you're saying. Here is the response to it. The response to it would be,
I don't care about his response.
No. It's not about his response. Wack. We got to we got to use critical thinking.
No, you can't, because guess what?
Can I get it off? Can I say it?
Snitch is gonna want to respond to his snitching in a way that makes it look like it ain't snitching. This is why it's called paperwork. Watch this act. The documentation beats the conversation. Period. That's why it's called paperwork. Talking about. Yeah. We gonna read about what you talking about.
Okay, so let me ask you this question then, right? Because if what you're saying is right, then this doesn't make sense to me. I need you to explain. If that is proof that he's working, why would the feds show their hand by including it and then put him in the jail?
They're done with him, Act. What do you mean?
But they need him to testify.
They didn't show this work in 2022.
They need him. If he's working, they need him to testify.
He's been working since 2022. No, you see. Here, let me send you something, bro. See, this is the problem with you civilian I'm gonna send you something, bro.
But you get what I'm saying though. Like,
no.
Why would they put someone who was working? Why would they tell on him? They're telling on him.
You gotta kick back because it's slow because you don't come from this life. I just sent you an attachment of niggas working. I don't think you get it. When you working, right, and you run around out here and you leading them to the hot spot and leading them to the guns and leading them to the dope, that's working. Like, I don't think you understand. 5 leads will lead to 50 arrests, and he's never tied to it. He's gonna let you out. You see what I just sent you?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I want you to look at what I just sent you. Look at us working. Yo, act.
No,
act.
but
I'm not gonna do no back and forth with you because you're a square.
I'm just asking questions.
You'll never understand. Listen, act. I got people I know who left a spot at 12 o'clock, got pulled over down the street, right? They get caught. We see them the next day, 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
I'm not arguing that.
This is the homie, right?
All I'm arguing is why would they out him?
This is the homie, but guess what he's doing? Now he's working.
Okay, but why would the feds out him though? Because the feds put
look, yo, act, you're still missing. Everybody he didn't turn in, we don't know. You're missing the point.
Okay, but why would they out him if they want other people to end up working with them?
They done with him, bro. They're done with him. Bro, they've been around 2 years.
No, I hear what you're saying.
He ran a real act. Listen to me. I'm not finna, because you acting like you're stupid right now. I know you're not stupid.
No, I'm not, because the feds wouldn't tell y'all who their snitches are because it would discourage other people from snitching.
Everybody in the loan ain't documented. If you run around 2 years with no court date, you'd have been caught with 5 gun shootings, no court date, nothing, and you running around pulling up, hey homie, give me some pills, hey homie this, and your phone is hot. You know your phone is hot because you're working. So when you call your homie, hey, so you heard about that robbing in Arizona? Was that a little double up him? He know what he do. He's working. He's sitting them, leave, this, that. He gotta give them shit, stay on the street. Now what they do, guess what they do? They go watch a little double up. They go little double up. Okay, we're a little double up going. Oh, damn, there it go. That's the dope spot. That Bricc said, boom, okay. They serve a warrant, they raid that. They never know it came from Bricc. When you're working, this ain't about the direct people you tied to. It's about leading the police to all the shit out here in the streets. Understand what I'm telling you?
Yeah, okay, so Wack, I'm not
when
even
they
saying,
done with you, act. When they done with you,
they throw your name in a federal indictment. Basically, say you're complaining about working.
Hey, bro, do you know what it would do to stay out another 2.5 years?
No, I'm not saying that Bricc is or isn't a snitch.
Do you know what it would do? Just got a shooting case they caught him on in 2022. He got out 3 times. In 2023, they catch you with an AK, 2 handguns, and 125 rounds. He lies about it on your show when I cornered him and said it was a DA reject. This shit never went to the state. It was always feds. But when he get arrested, all the dates I gave y'all, unignored. It's right there. Damn, Wack said June 23rd, 2023, you got caught with a K. You kept denying it. So, Bricc,
hold on. But Wack, and let me ask you a question. I'm asking as a square. Let me ask you this question. No, let me ask you a question. So you're telling me, say 2 agencies or say your local and feds run up in, say, a friend of yours' house. If they find something, because this happened with Young Thug, they didn't charge him for everything initially. It might come in, that might be part of another investigation. They know they caught you with it. They have proof.
Listen to me, bro. They came and got Thug for what they wanted him for, right?
And then they charged him more shit later.
Somebody was working on Thug. When they came and got Thug, bro, they didn't know to tear open that wall and find the gun. One of his people told him that. He still don't know which one. That's working. When you hear that you're working, right? You're working. That means you're running around the streets and you're leading the police to leave to make arrests. So if they didn't let him go. I just sent you a clip. Little dude is about to go to work. Watch the clip, act. He's about to go to work and get caught with a gun. They put him in the car. They say, you know where to get more guns from? He says, you gonna let me go and I ain't gotta go to jail? They said, yeah. So now what they're gonna do is they're gonna let him go. Where we hit by the guns from, boom. Not the dope from, boom. They gonna lay on him, they gonna bust him. He might be the little with just getting 10 guns and sell. Okay, well, you getting the guns from him, we gonna give you 20 years. Then this leads them to the next, and they keep going up, and up the ranks, use it to work because they want to stay on the street.
Okay, so
any given time when they want to, they can take a jail. You're going to eventually go to jail. When they didn't use you up, and they don't need to get nothing else out of you, then they take you.
So you're saying that Bricc Baby...
Ain't no that you know cases, but 2.5 years, and ain't got no court date, bro. Get out of here.
Wait, Wack, but here's the thing. They eventually charged him with the gun. So what's the point of working?
Hey, bro, hey, look.
How could he, like...
Now I gotta call you stupid. Okay. Are you not hearing me? For 2 years, he led these probably to 50 arrests.
It was part of an investigation, so they eventually charged. What I'm saying is that what is he getting out of the work?
Bro, I think you're
like 6ix9ine got a departure from the mandatory minimum, which is a 5K1 letter. So what is Bricc Baby getting out of snitching? Because at this point, he's still in jail and he's not getting bail. So what did he get out of snitching?
6ix9ine wasn't running around the streets for 2.5 years either, but let him go. Out of here. Who you think you talking to?
Hold on.
Are you missing it?
That's a lie.
Bricc Baby got caught in 2022 the first time shooting in the parking lot. They let him go. No court date.
The same thing happened with Shotty and them. They brought in Shotty for shootings and let him go. And then they brought him in for the RICO and hit him with all those things. How is that different?
And guess what people have said about Shotty?
Shotty's not working. Stop it.
What people have said.
Stop it.
People have said it.
Stop it, bro. Please stop it, Wack. Stop it with Shotty.
Stop it. Hey, yo, let me tell you something, Ack.
Not with Shotty. We can get back to Bricc.
You a born snitch because you're a civilian. You can't tell me, bro.
Shotty never snitched, bro. Stop it. No,
hey, bro, it's a lot of people that say Shotty working, bro.
No,
a lot of New York niggas say that.
Maybe Bricc Baby, not Shotty.
But we ain't doing that. Shotty, look, you're not smarter than me. Back over here to Bricc, Shotty. What I'm telling you is, that ain't never experienced nothing in the street. You can't tell it who I didn't watch one take down 50 because they ran around for 3 years working. Wack, but why they didn't? That's his reward. You want to stay on the street? You want to make a little money? Have some nest egg put up for when we come get you? Keep bringing it to us. Keep leading us to it. This is what you call it. I just sent you a link. Look at the link.
Okay,
He's
Wack.
about to go to work.
All right, Wack, let me ask you a question.
No, look at the link.
No, I know.
Look at the link.
All right, Wack, I've
He's
seen it.
about to go to work.
Wack, I'm going to give you a situation. And then because
you can't give me shit been living
Wack,
you can't give me shit and living it,
Wack,
bro.
we having a conversation like again.
You can't give me shit.
Here's the thing.
Because because what you gonna give me? I have no documentation. I got documentation that says they arrested you for a shooting in 2022. No court dates. Then you get caught. They run back up in your house because you suspended your baby mama. They catch you with a K2 handguns, 125 rounds. No court date. The shooting's still there. No court date. This is there. No court date. It's only one reason they're going to leave you out here on these streets.
Because they have an open investigation.
Oh, man, you don't get it. You got it.
Yeah, hold on, Wack.
Talk about something. Look, I'm to a point, I don't entertain ignorance.
Wait. Wack, let me ask you this question. And I'm going to use this is a real situation, too.
You can't tell it.
Hold on, Wack.
I don't want to talk about it.
No, we have work about this. We have work about this. I just want to show you that.
You can't put the work in front of me.
We have work about this, and this is in public court. So I want you to keep your same logic with this. So Big Jook, they had one of the shooters that's implicating Big Jook. Why didn't they arrest Big Jook then? So Big Jook was working then, right? Because Big Jook ran.
No, you're missing the point, bro.
Because you're saying if someone doesn't get arrested immediately,
they're working. Tell me, look, I'm gonna show to the world how dumb you can be.
Okay, please.
I want you to tell me the difference between what you're saying about Jook and Bricc Baby situation. If you can't tell me the difference, then I'm going to tell you the difference, and everybody's going to see that you're shallow-minded. So you tell me the difference between Juke situation and Bricc situation.
I'm going to be honest with you. Both situations to me have similarities, that there was an open
No, they don't. I'm going to tell the world why you're shallow-minded and you're square and you're dumb to the game. Dumb to the game that you don't come from.
How?
Now,
tell me.
How? I'm going to show you how. Juke was never arrested. Okay? We're going to leave that there. He was never arrested. Bricc Baby was arrested in 2022 for shooting an ex-convict discharging a firearm in the state of California.
But he was not arrested for that. Okay, I hear you. But he was not arrested for that gun. Was he arrested for the gun?
He get arrested again in 2023. Let me tell you the coldest part about this. And
he wasn't arrested for the gun, though.
You and I ass with it. Hold on. Let me show you the coldest part about it. When they're arrested again in 2023, you know what I still never told nobody?
What?
You ready for this?
What?
You couldn't find record of the charges and the arrest after his arrest. See, I never said it. Now, when the paperwork comes, it's obvious we see the arrest happen. You could never, this is how I knew you was working. You could never find record of the June 23rd arrest after his arrest. We all go through the same system and pull it. Alright, this is Wack you talking to, bro. Ain't nothing slow about me. You cannot find record of his arrest and release from June 23rd, 2023. Watch this. You also couldn't find record of his arrest of the shooting in June 2022. You couldn't find record of none of them.
Wait.
You couldn't find record. There was no record of the arrest.
How are we looking up these records if you're saying there's no record exists?
Hey, bro, the same way we look up anybody else, bro.
Well, some places...
Either you go in the Pacer on the Fed side, or you go into the LASheriff.gov on the state side, bro.
Yeah, but if you don't look it up while he's in custody... I'm saying,
bro,
if you don't look it up while he's in custody, you won't see it.
Bro.
You can look up the case, but if there was...
liar.
If they didn't assign him a case for it...
Do you not understand? When you give fingerprints in a mugshot, you're in the system. Even if they let you go, even if you bail, OR, regardless of what it is, it shows your arrest. Anybody in your chat that did time will tell you I'm right. It shows your arrest. If they released you right there on the OR, which is the own reconnaissance, it just says OR. If they released you on the bail, it just says bail. But it's going to give the time, the date, and the charge, and the district, state, and county you was arrested in. This is a fact.
I don't know about California, but I know some places, if it's not a current
you can't
inmate,
tell me.
If it's not a current inmate, it won't show you that they got locked up unless there's a
No, you sound dumbest in the state of California. When you're arrested,
as I said,
and they book you in, your mugshot, the time, date, the charge, the bail amount, if you bailed, if they release you on the OR, or if you have a no bail, it's going to register in our system, period.
So, all right, so hold on. So let me ask you this question. So you're telling me if I give you a name of a random California resident, you can see all their arrests from past?
We gonna see everything, bro. Like, that's standard.
And wait. And so what has this record? Because I know, again, I was trying to make the reference to other states. I don't know about Cali.
What do you mean, bro?
No, in some states, unless there is an associated case.
Hey, listen, bro, I don't give a fuck your some states act. Listen, you younger than me.
All right, Wack, I'm gonna try to find it. No, Wack. We gotta fact check everything.
Sounding stupid.
No, Wack, we're gonna try to fact check.
Some state act. Some state. We in California.
Okay.
Stop talking about some states.
Okay, so you're telling me
what you're trying to do, you know, when I'm sending a goddamn missile.
No, I'm trying to be logical.
You know what they do?
Yeah.
They throw these things out to distract the missile.
No, Wack.
California, act.
We
California.
Wack. Okay, you're right. We're sticking with California. So
yeah, there we go. I'm talking about
perfect. So you're saying if I look up Eugene Henley, I'm gonna see every arrest he's ever got.
If you look up Eugene Henley, yes, we can pull that up. You'll see that. But what you will see,
I'm gonna see every time he's arrested in his life.
On Pacer, look. If you go look up Eugene
that's a case.
Right
that's
now,
a case. That's an incarceration, and that's a federal situation.
No, it doesn't matter. Federal. Hey, bro.
You only get Wack. You can't look up arrest on Pacer. You can't look up Wack. You cannot look up Pacer.
Pull up Jonathan Porter.
You can't look up in a.
It's gonna show you. It's gonna tell you state prison.
On Pacer, it'll show a detention order.
Pacer's feds.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's what I'm saying. So if we look up Jonathan Porter, we will see every single. Again, I think you're over talking me, so you're missing the point. I'm not saying arrests don't get locked.
Hey, bro, listen, act. I want you to really use your brain. Hear me out. Okay. If I'm telling on if I'm on Clubhouse saying Bricc Baby just got caught with an AK.
Okay.
Right?
Was he still arrested at the time?
45 minutes after, 45 minutes after he's caught.
Okay.
Right? Follow me.
Okay.
You think my team on there ain't on the computer running him all day? This never popped up.
But how can we
watch this?
How can we prove it other than listen to you?
Wait. I'm finna show you the other shady side of this. You ready for this?
Yeah.
He lied to Adam because he was broke and did what? Had Adam give up $10,000 for bail money, right? And there was never no bail.
Yeah, he's a finesser. I expect that.
No. Okay, but wait. Listen, there was never no bail.
Mm-hmm.
They let him go. Listen, he was at the substation. That's where he was. But we could not find record of his arrest. See, the minute they put that in there, they know we can see it. We know you hot. You get what I'm saying? The minute we see, you got a gun case, you right here, this your booking number. Now we want to see your bail receipt or your OR receipt. Lied, I got a bail, he ain't thinking gonna check. This why he used to get mad and say, this police cop nigga Wack. No, Wack come from the 100 side of the trenches on Clubhouse, where I got a whole team. That's all they do, and you know that, Act.
Okay, so
I said, hey, homie, we can't find record of your arrest. Where is that?
So wait,
where's your court date?
All right, let me ask this question. So you're telling me that I could find a record of because he's been arrested a bunch of times in Cali. You're telling me every one of his other arrests is there.
Georgia. See, look, listen, bro.
No, I know he's been in Georgia too.
I'm gonna say this again. You're book smart, but you're dumb in common sense.
Yeah, but
hear me out.
So he's never been arrested in Cali.
I want you to follow me, bro, because it's like weird. You do stupid shit.
No, I'm trying to get to the facts. I want to prove this.
Listen, if I know,
you
just got hauled away in the back of a police car on June 23rd, 2023. At 10 in the morning, right? 10 in the morning, right? Okay, we wait to about 2:33. You know what we're doing? We're running your name. It don't pop up. Okay, bro, wait till 6, 7 o'clock. We're running your name. It don't pop up. Watch this. We wait till the next day. Follow me, right? It's June 24th now, right? You're running the name. Follow me. It don't pop up. But guess who ends up popping up? Bricc Baby pops up free. How did you get free when you ain't never showing being booked in? You following me?
Okay, I'm hearing
Follow
you.
me. Where's your booking shit at? Oh, Adam bailed me out. In order to get a bail, you gotta get booked first. No booking, no bail. You get what I'm saying?
I'm perfectly hearing you, and I understand. I'm gonna call it a theory, even though I believe it.
So when you go to talking about
how could I prove it?
Arrest in 2010, yes, we can go see all that too. We can pull all that up.
So what? If I run, so I'm gonna have someone email the DA out there in LA County, and we're gonna get his arrest report.
Hey, I don't give a who you email. We can run them right now.
No. Hear what I'm saying. So you're saying that arrest just won't pop up
right now, bro? We can pull up 4 extras right now.
Yeah, because
right now,
isn't he currently still locked up?
He just went back on the 10th.
All right.
And if we pull him up right now,
no, I agree. I'm saying, how could we prove that he never was booked in court?
Wait. Do you know what it's going to show if we pull up 4 extras right now?
It's going to say he's in custody. But what I'm saying is that...
And wait, you know what else it's going to say?
But how can we prove that he was never booked? Like, I'm trying to get it proven now. Because right now you're telling me, listen to me in the 100 side. And I said, all right, let me just do my due diligence because I'm down with you to say he was working.
Look, bro,
we can't prove it?
The same exact. Go to lausd.org and put Bricc Baby's name in, like you put 4X's name in.
But that shows current inmates, not inmates that's been released.
Okay, and I just went over that. Yo, act, just because you slow don't mean I'm slow. Didn't you just hear me tell you we ran this nigga name for 3 days and it never popped up even after he got out the next day claiming he got bailed out? How you get a bail and you ain't showing you was booked in?
So essentially you're telling us we can't ever prove if he was booked or not. We got to go off the fact that you guys checked it, and because you didn't find it, which you guys have no reason to lie.
That's what we do know. You know he said Adam bailed him out, right?
He didn't say that.
So that means it's going to show he went to jail June 23rd, 2023. It's going to show it.
We could pull up and we could get it from the DA.
LAUSD.org.
Yeah.
Or Pacer. Feds is Pacer. County's LAUSD. You're not going to find it, bro.
Well, Pacer will be Feds.
Yes.
LAUSD.
You're not.
You know what?
Listen. You're not gonna find it in either system.
Okay. All right. Wack. So if I find an arrest record of his, that means, and I'll take this as a challenge because I'll send the thing with the only thing with LA.
There's 2 phases to it. You gotta show. Listen. You have to show. You have to show your arrest, right? Mm-hmm. Show your bail receipt or your OR receipt, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then your court date. Ain't no in Los Angeles.
I'm writing 3 things down.
Hear me out. Ain't no in LA getting the first court date stretched out 2.5 years, my brother. That is impossible.
Okay. All right. So if I get an arrest report and he was released on recognizance, so he should have some type of release.
It'll say OR. It'll say bail, OR, no bail. It'll tell you. It's gonna tell you all that, bro.
Hey, you know, I might do one better. Do I have to get this independently, or could I just holler at his lawyer? I'm pretty sure his lawyer was just sent it to me because they have his full criminal history.
Hey, bro, it don't matter. I'm gonna do one better. I'm gonna have my team pull his whole profile up.
All right.
Matter of fact, here I said, I got a blast.
We got to get to the bottom of this. So
we don't got to get to the bottom of shit. But we already know.
Wack, if you're saying somebody's working and somebody's basically a snitch, the nigga's locked up with a bunch of trips.
Hey, bro, his paperwork say he's a snitch.
Okay. But isn't protocol that if there's a snitch in the vicinity, they should be beating his ass, and it would be if he's getting his ass beat over false.
Hey, bro. He ain't hit the yard yet. He over there in the look. When he get to the regular spot, it's gonna be a problem. Believe that. Believe that. That paperwork, ain't nobody trying to hear you talking about a child custody. You said you tired of doing what the police tell you to do. That's the problem.
Do you think that further information that's gonna come out is gonna just further confirm that he was a police cooperator? Okay. Is he the only one telling? What was Big U working too?
I don't know.
Well, you said the paperwork says that Bricc was working. Who else is working?
No, his paperwork says that. You got to remember, nothing in Big U's paperwork. I mean, he's on the phone reckless, but it ain't nothing on there. They're saying Big U gave up information on this person or he's cooperating with this person. It's just him on wiretap saying crazy shit.
At one point, you did insinuate that Big U was working because he had a black...
Big U. See, stop saying dumb shit. That's the GRID program, bro.
No. Hold on. Wait.
That's the GRID program.
I know it's a GRID program, but you said...
Yeah, we all say he working
you
with
said,
that. That's a fact.
Oh, okay, but you're saying...
We're not... You talk... Look, bro.
You never believe it was working.
When you say in the paperwork act, that you a square nigga about, you're talking about the indictment. You get what I'm saying? In that indictment, nothing in that indictment says that. Now, if you're talking about the GRID program...
I'm talking about what you said previously, because we never...
GRID program, we stand on that. We got the contracts, bro.
Okay, no. Wack, when I remember...
That's the GRID program.
I know it's a GRID program, but when you spoke about it previously, you said this guy has a BlackBerry and program. No, we know it's the GRID program, but you insinuated that he was basically working because he was...
Yeah, that's a fact.
So
that's a fact. That ain't went nowhere. But when you're talking about paperwork, that's indictment. In his indictment, nothing in that indictment says those people in there that he did that to those people. The GRID program, which is a total separate entity, a total separate situation that spells out what you got to do, your job duties, all the shit. Yes, you're cooperating with LAPD.
Okay, that's what you meant. Okay, cool. Is Loose working? And Loose is my man, so you can't break my heart like that.
I know there's nothing in there to say that, bro. There's not even a wiretap on Loose.
So Bricc is the only thing.
You got two. Well, one for sure telling on Loose, and possibly a second one.
You think that's Bricc, baby?
On Loose. No, it's the dude that was getting extorted. Did you read the indictment paperwork, bro?
No, I did, but you're also putting, like, for example, other than that line.
There's no way you read the indictment paperwork.
No, I've read every paperwork, Wack. I come on.
Okay, so why would you mention Bricc Baby's name with Loose?
Because here's the thing. Hold on. Here's the thing. You're saying Bricc was working, but you can't tell me.
Working, but I never said, bro.
You can't tell me anybody that.
Paperwork. Hold on. Let me tell you.
You can't tell me nobody put in jail. Who you put in jail?
No. I think you full of shit. If you read the paperwork,
I did.
Who are the two people that the victim was able to identify?
Was able to identify in what situation?
You're a liar. You didn't read the paperwork.
No, of course I read the paperwork. You have a better Wack. You have a better understanding of the paperwork because you know some of these people. I don't know these people, so I'm only.
What you talk about? You're a liar right now. The paperwork said it was 7 to 9 robbers, and the victim can identify two of them.
Loose Cannon and some other guy. Yeah, okay.
Who's the other guy? I mean, you know that because I just said two. Who's the other guy? You read the word.
I only know the name. Again, that's what I said. You know some of these other guys' names.
No, the last name was saying last names.
I don't know if it was like. It's not Robinson. It's some. I forgot who it is. But.
Okay, well.
All I know is when I see Williams, that's Loose Cannon.
Listen, bro. Bricc Baby's last name is Mitchell, not Robinson.
I know.
Why don't you tie Bricc Baby to Loose Cannon? In this indictment,
hold on. No. The reason why I'm asking you is because you're telling me that Bricc is 100% working, but we can't link him to no one that has gotten incarcerated. We haven't seen his name in any paperwork.
This is what we're gonna do. I'm accept the fact that you game goofy and dumb to the game.
No. 6ix9ine's name is all in Harv's paperwork. Harv is in jail because of 6ix9ine. That's a fact.
Hey, ask your chat. Is anybody in your chat ex-con? Just ask it and tell me if anybody says yes.
They can hear you and they're gonna spam it.
Is anybody ex-con? Yes or no?
But Wack, you're moving the goalpost a little bit.
No, I'm not. I'm about to show you something. Is anybody in your chat ex-con? Ask your chat.
We're having a bunch of people say yes.
Okay, ask your chat. If you are arrested for a shooting, an ex-convict for a shooting, or arrested for getting caught with AK-47s in the state of California, it is illegal. Will you go 2.5 years with no court date and not have no history of ever showing being booked? Ask them.
They're hearing this. So you're saying that's all the proof you have that he's a snitch? You don't know nobody sent to jail?
You don't need no. And the paperwork.
All right, hold on, Wack. So anybody who got
the paperwork.
Hold on. If he was working, anybody who got sent to jail.
Academics.
I hear you.
You're gonna admit that he said, "I'm tired of doing what the police is telling me to do."
I'm not denying that he said that. What I'm saying is that how come we have nobody who he has because what happens is if he cooperated and helped somebody get locked up, his name gonna be in their paperwork.
This is what we gonna do. Like, I don't understand some dumbass square shit. It's like, if you don't get...
So we can call him a snitch even though we have no proof he sent anyone to jail?
Hey, bro, for one, he's telling in his paperwork. He's saying he's cooperating in his paperwork. Two, it's showing you were arrested in 2022 for a shooting. You were arrested in June 2023 for assault rifles. And it never shows you being booked, and you never had a court date. On that and that alone, with your paperwork saying you're tired of doing what the police tell you to do, yes, you're working. And I just sent you a clip of a dude that you seen get arrested and now is volunteering to go to work. That same dude that got caught with that gun, right? He's in the back seat. I sent you the clip. They telling him, you want to go to work? You know more guns at? He said, yeah, but y'all gonna let me go? I ain't going to jail? Yeah, we gonna let you go. That same little nigga was on his way to the liquor store. You know what happens when he walks back up in the projects? They ain't gonna think nothing of it. And you know what he gonna do to stay out of jail? He gonna keep leading the police to other people to make arrests. And those other people, some of them turn out like him and they start working. And then they start doing the same shit. And you look up and they got 50 informants running around the hood. Okay. They ain't gotta give them, you know what I'm saying?
All right,
like that's when we say you're working, it's that. When we say you snitched on a nigga, that's the paperwork identified you snitched on.
Okay, Wack, perfect. So I'm going, and you know what? You finally convinced me. So now let me say this: Bricc is incarcerated.
Hey,
hold on. Don't cut me off. Well, you claimed he's a victim of extortion of Big U. So he should.
No.
You didn't say that?
Slow down.
Okay, explain.
See, like you do weird, dumbass shit like that.
No, that's what you said.
No, motherfucker, ain't what the fuck said. That's what the paperwork said.
Okay, perfect. So you said what the paperwork said. So I'm going with what the paperwork said that you repeated. So now that he's locked up, if he's been working, that means you're predicting he's going to flip against Big U as someone who got extorted. Because if he's been working for a couple of years, why would he keep working now to get out?
Hey, bro.
So if he doesn't testify,
listen. This is when you doing your dumb build out of signs, guys. I can't tell you who we gonna flip on while he in there.
But it would make no sense though if he told then and not tell now.
I can tell you from 2022 when he got caught doing the shooting until March 2025. I can tell you a few key things. A, it's 2 violent felonies he got caught dead bang for that he doesn't show being booked for, and he never had a court date. 3, I can show you. Listen, the third thing I can show you is his paperwork, where on his wiretap he tells the bitch, I'm tired of doing what the police is telling me to do.
Wack, you're repeating the same thing, which I agree with. Okay, I'm on your side now.
I can't tell you. Listen.
I'm now saying why, if he was working then, why wouldn't he work?
You bozo doing this.
If he's working when he's on the streets, why wouldn't he work when they get locked up?
I can't tell you who he's gonna flip on now. That ain't my discussion. Can't tell you. We gotta wait to see. I don't know what he's gonna do now. I can tell you.
Do you predict him flipping on Big U?
No. Hey, bro. I'm gonna say this, bro.
If he was working when he was free, why not work when he's in jail?
Listen, bro. Stop coming at me like I'm slow, bro.
No, I'm asking questions, Wack.
I don't know what he's gonna do. I can tell you what's in the paperwork, what the paperwork supports up until this day is everything I'm saying. Ain't no assumptions right there. Now, what he gonna
we are
do
assuming. We're assuming a bunch of stuff now. Like we're assuming that there's not going to be paperwork that says.
I'm not assuming. No, look, listen. See, when I'm talking about what's in the paperwork, that's not an assumption. That's what's in the paperwork. You get what I'm saying? This ain't no assumption. What you talking about is an assumption.
Okay, so you're going off the facts.
Gonna do.
You're going off the facts.
Yeah, I'm picking on what's in the work, bro. What's supported. I can show you where that is.
Yeah, but right in the work, it never said that he sent no one to jail, but you said he's working.
Hey, bro, I don't think. Hey, let's move on, bro, because you're not going to get it. You sound dumb as
oh, man.
Nobody is going to get caught shooting. Hey, look, Blueface had a freeway shooting. You hear me? The world watched him. You understand what I'm telling you? They watched him in the middle of the freeway. Listen, he got booked. Okay? You saw him get booked, and then he got bailed out. And then we was in court the next 4-5 days. And we was in court for the next year fighting the case. You see, it was a court date. Ain't no 2.5 years. And within that 2.5 years, you get caught up again with an AK-47. Okay. And it ain't no court date. Out of here, bro.
So hold on. If you know, again, if you, I don't know if you communicate with Luce or his wife, would you suggest that Luce stayed away from Bricc? Because
I'm not gonna suggest nothing, bro. Luce could do what you want to do.
That's your friend,
a grown man.
But that's your homie.
My wife's name is R&B. I don't men. Now my woman is gonna do what I requested her to do. That's a grown man.
So
I'm tired of you weird ass talking to me like he's a child or something.
No. I don't think you're responsible for it.
Listen,
I don't think you're responsible.
That man does what he wants to do.
Yeah, but hold on. The only reason I asked you
ain't no buts.
The reason why I asked you if you would,
buts, bro.
The reason why I would ask you if you would suggest he do that.
Okay, let me.
Hold on, Wack. Did you not suggest that he?
Academics.
Did you not suggest he not calling no jumper? You suggested he not calling no jumper no more.
Luce Timing is a grown man.
I know,
he does what he wants to do.
But you did tell no jumper don't take his calls.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
But you told no call, Wack. You told no jumper don't take his call. He's a grown man. Well, why tell no jumper not to take his call on your behalf?
Because now I'm talking to a place that I got a contract in. I never told him not to call in there, but I told them, hey, kill that shit, bro. And I can call it at them. You know why? I got a contract to say I got a little say-so sometimes. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. To them. But I'm not going to tell him, the grown man, hey, man, stop. Nah, he going to do what he want to do.
Wait, why would you tell no jumper?
Do you know how I know he going to do what he want to do, Act?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to do what I want to do.
Did you know what I'm saying? Did you know that he was recording that call? There was a call with him and 600. You knew he was recording that? Because I always heard him say he never record calls.
How would I know he's recording? This is my thing. As far as I'm concerned, every call I'm on is being recorded. What I say once, I'm going to say twice.
That is your motto. I could attest.
Give a fuck.
Were you protecting no jumper when you said he shouldn't call in? Or were you protecting him?
I'm protecting these square dudes that no jumper that these street niggas like to blame for the shit that they do. Now, you following me?
Okay, that makes sense. That actually does make sense.
You get what I'm saying?
That does make sense.
You know not what you doing, but as soon as this happens, they gonna say, oh, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, and that, hey, bro, y'all need to stay out of that shit.
Bricc says he's not getting bail anyway. That's why he's kind of talking his shit now. I know you don't like giving advice because they're all grown men, but do you think that's a smart decision? Because he literally said,
I don't know, bro. I mean, I don't know that's what they want to do, bro. I mean, I think Bricc, I haven't heard Bricc say nothing incriminating over the phone. Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV.
What's up, YouTube? It's Clubhouse TV with nothing gets sugar-coated. Today, y'all heard the content. Wack 100 was checking academics hard for speaking on Bricc baby paperwork, and he really didn't know what he was talking about. And Wack had to question him several times and asked him, did he even read the paperwork? And Wack wasn't playing. So let's get into it. So academics was on the stream breaking down and the paperwork and the phone call involving Bricc baby. And he called Wack on the phone and immediately went off saying Act doesn't understand the paperwork, the streets, the prison politics, or the weight of what the paperwork really means. I mean, basically, he said, Act, you read in black and white like it's TMZ, but this ain't entertainment. Out here, lives get touched over paperwork. Now, Wack doubled down, saying this ain't just about what's on the paper, it's about who's behind it. Hinting there might be manipulation at play. Paperwork might have been put out strategically, and Bricc could be part of a bigger federal play, not just some random street snitching. Now, playing checkers with chess pieces, Act. This LA is deeper than you know. Wack also exposed how academics quick to label people without knowing the internal structure of the streets. Called him a civilian trying to narrate gang politics and warned that spreading misunderstood paperwork can make things worse for everyone involved. I mean, you're talking names like untouchable, but the people behind them names don't play internet games. Play for keeps. Wack then brought up Bricc baby's sudden energy, how he's been extra vocal lately. Academics asked him, is it wise for Bricc to be talking reckless now, as he said that he don't think he's getting bail? Wack said that's up to him. He doesn't control no man. They can do what they want to do. They're grown. I mean, in my opinion, like I've been saying, Bricc was a pawn or a plant. And that paperwork conversation could be smoke for a much bigger fire. And Wack said he's fanning flames without knowing the cost. You're not in the jungle, you're just watching from a drone. Wack's message is loud and clear though. Stay in your lane when it comes to LA politics and paperwork. You're a civilian. Because when you speak on street matters with no street credentials, that's how bodies drop. Let me know what you think about the content in the comment. Clubhouse TV, make sure you stay tapped in. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're always notified when I drop new content. Subscribe to the media team so you get that exclusive Wack 100 content. Any questions or suggestions or need me to advertise for you on my channel with over 40,000 subscribers? Just get at me on IG and I'll get right back to you. As always, I certainly appreciate you checking out Clubhouse TV, and I'm off to the next.